You can turn your designs from bland and bad into interesting and excellent with just a few clicks and shuffles of your mouse. The first thing I want to share is in relation to typography. When laying out your typography onto your designs such as a brochure, web page, poster, flyer and so on, apply the 3-sector rule. Now if you don't know what that is, then don't worry, let's quickly talk about it now. Firstly, here's a design that doesn't make use of the 3-sector rule. The typography is bland and the design is clearly lacking something. So let's go ahead and change that right now. So here I have a main heading, sector 1, then body text, sector 2, and then a subtle lower part of text, sector 3. Basically, we're using hierarchy here, but when you actively think about it in 3 different sectors, the design comes together nicely and easily. The other variation starts with a heading, sector 1, then a subheading, sector 2, and then a body text, sector 3. You'll be surprised at how much difference this can actually make visually speaking on your designs. Next up, something else in relation to text or typography. Often, designers will just lay out text over a background color or background image. That's often fine, but instead try adding shapes behind certain areas of your text, such as rectangles or squares. Now you can use solid color shapes, ones with lowered opacities, or experiment with blend modes. This makes a design more interesting and can help with the emphasis or hierarchy. It also can help the legibility of text, because sometimes the background image might hinder the reading experience of the viewer. Now I might argue that this next tip could possibly be the most important one in today's video, apart from maybe tip number 7. But this tip asks you to think about who will be seeing your designs and where are they going to be seen. Now if you really think about the type of person who you're designing for, then you might actually totally change the way you look at your design yourself. Also, where is it going to be seen? If the design is going to be shown on a billboard on the side of a road, then your approach will be very different to a design that's going to be in a company brochure. Now why, you might ask? Well, people driving past a billboard will have a couple of seconds at the very most to see your design, and that's opposed to someone actively looking through a brochure. So think about who will see it and also the context of the design. One thing that people often overlook is the power of relevant imagery. If you use some kind of graphic image that is relevant to the message you want to convey, the overall design and its message will be a lot stronger. For example, if you're designing something for a healthy food product, then showing something like vibrant healthy vegetables, a healthy person smiling, or simply the food product itself will really help your design resonate with the audience in a profound way. So try to use relevant imagery in combination with text and other design assets to propel your design's effectiveness. The next one is a classic hack that almost always improves the design. I'm sure a lot of people who watch today's video already use this one, but I have to include it into today's video because it's such a powerful technique. It's all about contrasting font pairs. Now does that ring any bells? So things like the use of serif and sans serif fonts, bold and thin, lowercase and uppercase, and so on. You can make things appear visually more professional by using contrasting typography, and it can be a way to make use of hierarchy too. Now, before you even start designing, how about deciding on a strong color palette? Think about your audience, who's going to be viewing it, and what you want them to feel. When you factor in color psychology and you establish in your mind the color palette, you're then more decisive about the design as a whole. Often the color palette is a lot like the glue to a design that unites everything together in a neat and professional way. So yeah, just try and decide on the color palette before you actually design anything. And tip or hack number 7 that can really improve your designs is another thing you can do before designing anything. Try and sketch out your ideas first, and I feel like less and less designers are doing this these days, but it's something that can help so much with your work. It doesn't have to be with a pen or pencil on paper, it can be on a drawing tablet or something like that. But if you sketch down your ideas, you will likely notice how easily your creativity flourishes. There are obviously a lot of things you can focus on when designing something, but these are just some quick hacks to take into consideration that can really improve your design's effectiveness. Most logo designers fail to make a successful career because they don't understand the importance of the logo design process. If you want to consistently get your logo designs approved by clients, then it's time you take the logo design process seriously. I recently dedicated countless hours crafting a 45-page logo design guide that takes you on the journey step by step from start to finish on how to make a perfect and effective logo design. Find out more at logodesignprocess.com. Now, to learn more geeky graphic design goodness, click a video on screen, and until next time, design your future today. Peace.